evening, I'm Jeannie McBride. Brett Kavanaugh is now the 114th Justice of the United States Supreme Court. He won a narrow confirmation in the Senate after a bitter, weeks-long partisan feud over his nomination. This caps a week of protests over Kavanaugh, who was accused of sexual assault by 3 women. Protesters continue their objections even after the confirmation, warning they won't soon forget. Mike Bunn has more on a protest tonight in downtown Rochester.
There are a lot of women who have been survivors of sexual assault, and this has been a very raw 2 weeks for them.
Sexual assault has been a major topic in the news recently. Women's rights advocates from 3 organizations joined protesters in downtown Rochester to spotlight the issue. They say it's their way of telling victims that support is nearby.
We want to say we hear you, we believe you, and we don't want your voices silenced.
Ellen Flesh told us she was sexually assaulted when she was 22. She says it took over 30 years for her to build up the strength to tell those close to her.
I wouldn't even tell my parents that it happened because of the fear of having people blame me.
In recent years, she changed her mind about internalizing what took place. Flesh says that she needed to speak up.
I decided that I should share my story with other women so that if it ever happened to them, they would feel like they had someone to talk to.
Her story is just one of many as women encourage one another to make a difference.
They are seeing a lot of courageous women who are telling their stories. They're telling their stories to their friends. They're telling them on social media. They're telling them in the Capitol.
Organizers at today's protest say the fight is far from over and they will continue standing up for sexual assault victims here in Rochester. They're also encouraging people to make a difference by going out to vote this November. Jeannie?
Mike, thank you. If you or someone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, you can find the numbers to rape crisis hotlines on our website, rochesterfirst.com.